So I'm going to have a look at the responses to my channel survey, which I put up about a week ago. Now it's had 104 responses, which is really, really good. So if you were one of those people who took the time to fill out the survey, then thank you very much for helping to improve the channel with your feedback. Okay, so first question I asked was, do you watch every History with Hilbert video published? And it's almost 50-50. You know, I kind of expected this sort of thing because, well, not everything that I upload is going to apply to everyone. The next one that I asked was for you to rate the channel, and they were all really positive, so thank you very much to everyone who is so kind there. Now, here it begins to become interesting, where I asked which periods would you like to see covered, and as you can see here, it's clustered around the Dark Ages. So you've got a lot for the Dark Ages, then a lot of guys said they wanted something on the Antiquity, which is just before, Romans, Greeks, Carthaginians, that sort of thing, and then also the period just after, which is the medieval era, and then sort of going down in relevance. So it really clusters around the Dark Ages, but there was also a large group of people who said they wanted some prehistoric history, and I'm really glad they did, because that's also one of my big hobbies. I mean, all of these are my hobbies, so I wouldn't have minded whatever you wrote. Now, also keep in mind that when people have filled in other, that it's slightly stupid of me, because when you say other, I didn't leave an option for you to be able to write what that other was. So I'm sorry about this, but if you could you clarify that by any chance in the comments below what you mean by other, if you want to see that kind of thing. I mean, some of you might have done this because I did have a question later on asking what type of videos would you like to see that I haven't done already, where you can leave this behind. Now, yeah, so basically it was all around the Dark Ages where I make a lot of videos. I haven't made many videos about antiquity. I mean, Cyrus the Great, that counts as antiquity, but I will make more on that as well as the medieval period, where I've made a few videos on that. But yeah, prehistory, I've actually got a few videos planned for prehistory already, so I'm very excited for those. Okay, so which topic areas would you like to see covered? I asked. Now, a lot of people said the cultures and historical events, wars and battles, historical figures, this kind of thing. So yeah, I'll basically just correspond to what people have an interest in here. Now, there wasn't one that people really didn't have an interest in, but you seem to enjoy all of these types of content, so I'll try and stick to that. Now, with the length of videos, I think I'm definitely going to try and stick to around 10 to 14 minutes, and then it clusters around there, so you've got 10 to 14 minutes. So I'll try and keep it between 10 to 20 minutes. I think I'll keep most people happy there. Background music, again, I've started adding it to most things. With other, kind of stupid of me that I included this, because it's really a yes-no question. You either like hearing background music or not. Maybe I should have asked what type of music or whatever. I usually add it on most videos. If I feel background music really isn't appropriate, I won't add it. So I'll just stick to that policy, and then if lots of people start commenting that they hate the background music, I'll remove it, of course. Now, what type of videos do you enjoy the most? Far out, the winner here is just historical videos about something. And in close second is the ancient culture analysis, where I've devoted a lot of time to that recently, to the Picts actually, and I still will devote more time to that with a few more videos. And then we also have some other ones like the archaeological news, which are less common, less popular than the other styles, although I will make a few of those, obviously. Now, which area is most in need of improvement? Now, I'm very humbled that so many of you said that everything was fine, but I really appreciate everyone who has filled in one of the others, because this is stuff that I need to work on to make this channel better for us all. So, the winner out of the others was visuals. And I have been in touch with some people who might be able to help us with visuals. So I'm working on that, and I need to take up someone else's offer for some visuals, for some animations. So I'm working on doing things to improve the visuals there. And yeah, so I'm doing my best there. With audio quality, I will do my best to make the audio quality as good as I can. Now, with audio quality, I think what most people mean there is the quality of my voice, so how crisp and clean my beautiful voice sounds. So I will try to keep that at the best quality that I can and try to improve it. Now, I do have a relatively good microphone, the one I'm using now, but maybe in future I'll look into investing into a nice, posh, high-tech one so that it sounds even better. Now, only a few people said information, so this is really, 5 people. Now, of course, I try to keep my information as good as I can, and narration as well. I am learning. I think my narration's got better, especially if you listen to some of my first videos. Every other word that I said was or but now I'm getting a bit better. I still have the odd or stutter or whatever, but I'm starting to get better. I'm starting to learn how to do the narration. So now, how often would you like me to upload? This just, I mean, talk about getting confidence from these surveys. As often as you can, 41, head and shoulders above the others. I mean, I'm humbled that you want to see my content so much. I mean, and then I have once a week and twice a week. I'm going to aim for twice a week, because obviously I have a life outside of the channel as well, and other things that I need to study for. But I will try and aim for twice a week, and maybe try and fix 2 days so that I upload every of these days in the week, and then that you can know that on Wednesdays History with Hilbert will upload X video, so that you know when to tune in. And then other people said not fussed. With other, I'm not sure if you mean maybe 3 times a week, but then I guess that's as often as you can. I can't upload daily like the Metatron, I'm afraid. I have too much on. But I will, of course, try and devote some time into the channel to keep everyone happy, and, because I really enjoy making these videos. Now, would you like to see entire videos in a different language? Most people said, no, just English, thank you. I'm not sure how to feel about you can hardly speak English, stick to that one. I honestly included that, and if I said old Chinese as a joke, but I'll take it in good humour. I'll take it on. My English isn't the best, so, I should improve it. And a few people were interested in, said other. So with other, do you mean another language by any chance? So if you'd like to see me try and do a video in another language, now of course, if I don't speak the language, it's going to be hard to do a video in it. But I can potentially write a script and then try it out. If I know someone who speaks that language, I can get them to give me a few lessons, and I'll try and do it. 13 people said Dutch, 6 said French, and 5 said Spanish, because these are the languages that I know fairly well, that I can do a video in. So I might do an odd video in Dutch, French, or Spanish, and that would literally be, so don't worry, I am not going to change the language of my channel. That would literally be maybe 1 video in a year in Dutch or Spanish or French, and then I would of course include English subtitles so that you guys could all follow along if you don't know these languages. That would literally be it. But right now I'm going to focus on English. I'm going to focus on the history and come back to this and see what people say. So yeah, please do comment below as well what you might have meant by other here. Now, would you like to see video series? I'm already doing video series, and nobody said no, so I'm guessing you all would. Collaborations with other YouTubers, people were highly in favour of this. Now, I have done a few collaborations. I say a few. Yes, I've done 2. I've done one with Leonardo Ald English and another with Top 10s, and they were both highly successful. Very much enjoyed doing those, and I'll probably be doing some more in the future. And you guys all wanted to see some more, so yeah, I'll do that. Now, these are the comments that I got. I had 36 responses of types of videos that you would like to see. Now, I'm not going to read them because some of these might be, I don't know, private, so I won't be going through those. But I will, of course, take these into account and try and make as many of them as possible, or cover them in aspects of my videos. Now, I might not have made them already or make them in the near future, but please do remember that just because I don't make it straight away doesn't mean that I haven't written it down and will add it into my list of videos to make, because obviously I have a lot of videos that I want to make, but then you guys are very important, so obviously I will make videos that you want to see. Now, would you be interested to see interviews with historical experts? Now, a large majority said yes. Some people said maybe. Well, quite a lot of people said maybe. So I'll see what I can do there. Now, obviously, I'll have to find historical experts and get them to agree. But I think that'll be quite an interesting thing. Now, here, would you like to see some historical video game Let's Plays? And then what I mean by this, I wouldn't just be going on Call of Duty and being an MLG quickscoper or whatever. With this, I mean something like a Total War game. Because in these games there is lots of history. It's set in history. And if I did a playthrough there, obviously it wouldn't take over the channel. My channel isn't going to become a gaming channel. but because there's so much history, I could do so much more telling about history while I'm playing this game. So, for instance, if I did a campaign as the Romans, I could, as I'm playing, give you bits of information about the Romans and then the different people that I'm fighting and conquering in different battles and the culture and various things and linguistics, that sort of thing, while I'm playing. Maybe just a little bit more of a relaxed style of video there. And a lot of people said yes. Now, I'm guessing the people who said other, that they weren't really sure. And with these kind of games, I will probably put something up if I'm going to do this in the future. I'm not planning on doing it yet, but I might do that in a holiday sometime. That I will put up, a survey for which type of game you would like me to see me play, and then see me play as who, if that is an option in the game or whatever. So I'll come back to that one. With this one, how about some historical book / film / series reviews? Now, vast majority said yes, and I actually have a book review ready to upload. I was also thinking, because the new season of Vikings is out, and I was thinking of doing a few sort of reviews of various bits and bobs in Vikings. Now, Vikings isn't historically accurate in most aspects, but I thought I might do a combat review because some of you also said you wanted to see things about wars and battles and weapons and armor, so I think that would be a good opportunity to do that. Now, would you like us if we made a Facebook page? This is a very colourful pie. There is a Facebook page, actually. I made one. So if you do want to like us on Facebook, I will link that in the description, and you can head over to Facebook and like us if you're one of those people who said yes. I will upload the occasional dank meme. I know some people don't like the memes, but memes. So I will upload the occasional one, but obviously it'll be, some interesting historical stuff that I find, letting you know when I upload, and just generally how things are getting along with the uploading schedule. So yeah, there is one if you want to like it. If not, that's totally fine. Your choice. And then I had any further comments. Now, these were really, really nice. Lots of people replied here. And, Facebook. And yeah, so I was very much appreciated, as I said, lots of people replied, and I won't go through these because some of these, again, they might be personal and you don't want to be seen on YouTube, but I will, of course, I have read these through thoroughly, and I will be making changes to the channel based on these where I think it's applicable and where lots of people have said. So yeah, this has been the first channel survey. Now, some of you have said you want to see more channel surveys. I think I'm definitely going to do that because you guys are the main reason for doing this channel. You guys are very important, and with your feedback, this channel will improve, and I'm going to try and get it as good as I can from this survey. So thank you to everyone who has done it. Now, if you haven't done the survey and you do it, I will still be looking at it occasionally. I think I might just leave it open so that I can see, if lots of people start to make responses, I can then act on that feedback. So yeah, thank you very much for doing that. Now, leave some comments in the description below. Leave some comments in the description below. That went well. Leave some comments below about what you meant if you said other on some of these, so that I know what you guys would like to see as well. Alright everyone, thank you very much for watching and for taking the historical survey, and you can betcha that I will be back with more historical content very soon. Alright guys, take it easy.